Hello, everyone. The essence of the presence is aligning in me now. I'm just going to be bringing in the stillness right now as the essence of a higher presence is coming in to bring in this beautiful Master Monday. We're running a little bit behind, but we're still here on Master Monday, and I'm glad to have you all on board to bring in the message for connecting and just kind of like reviewing those items of the mind. I had this message this weekend about bringing in the vibrations of a higher consciousness and just referring to all those energies that we have with connecting into the higher mind. And so I just kind of want to align with you uh, that have been waiting for me to come online to be with me now in this essence of this soul connection. And so I'm just going to bring the masters in and welcome all of you as you come in later on and as you come in now on bringing in the soul light consciousness as a connection to who you are. And so I just want to give a little bit of a teaching on this and then somewhat of an activation that you can use every day and that you can come back to this replay and do the stillness activation yourself. Because there's a lot of interruptive frequencies right now because we're moving in the vibrations of light and we keep shifting and we keep getting interrupted. And so the masters came in and said, okay, well, we're going to talk about how to sustain the higher light consciousness when you're getting it. All right. So I want to welcome you as you're coming on board and just bringing in the essence here. So I'm just going to close my eyes and get my feet nicely grounded, and I'll ask you to do the same thing. And we always begin with listening to the stillness, because when we listen to the stillness, you start letting go of all your thinking. And that's what I want to do right now. We want to get connecting into the higher consciousness on a daily basis. And how do we know when we're connecting into the higher consciousness? Well, we want to be able to see or feel the sparks of light activating inside your inner mind. That's kind of the goal for today. So we want to start believing and knowing that there's a reality, a consciousness of oneness that we cannot see, but we're sensing and knowing is upon us. My feet are grounded, anchored in the ground. And I'm in this awareness that there is an unseen consciousness that I'm hearing the essence of this frequency around me. And then as I feel it, kind of like the wave is coming around my shoulders and down my arms, as I'm feeling it, my mind is in the awareness of the sensation of feeling it. And the heart is calming. And there's just this peacefulness that is coming over you, like, and kind of like this heaviness on either shoulder is just not there so much as you're coming into this place of awareness. And at this point, you can say, show me a sign you're here with me now. And you can say, come closer. Heal my body, heal my mind, clear my body, clear my mind, as you are sweeping and clearing my aura fields, creating a stronger vibration of your presence, of this higher light essence, of this light consciousness of who I am. Breathe it in. You're feeling an energy on top of your head. You're feeling an energy in your inner mind's eye or the hairline at the top of the forehead. And you might get a jump or a tingling or goosebumps on your arms. And that's when your mind is moved into this telepathic higher light consciousness of a connection. Means you're feeling, sensing, and knowing you have this peacefulness of a very beautiful love. It's just so soft. It's love on your heart. And so that's the point that you want to breathe in the stillness once more. Because as you're breathing it in now, you're accepting, you're adapting, and you're integrating the divine soul of light of who you are. I just want you to listen. There's different octaves of this stillness that's coming in. Your eyes can be open or closed. We're not looking for anything. We're just moving into the awareness within the mind, within the inner ears of these different octaves of the sounds and tones that you're connecting into as your higher essence of this holy presence or master presence. It's kind of like I feel this energy of a little tiny vortex on top of my head or inside my inner mind. Like it's kind of like sitting right at the center of the top of the head. It's a tiny little vortex going. My ears are tweaking as I'm listening. And as I'm listening, and I'm feeling this little tiny vortex, my consciousness of my mind is elevating or expanding to sustaining or holding this state of this stillness of light consciousness. It's here. It's inside my mind, but it's right here on the top of my head. So I can say that this higher consciousness is inside me, but outside me. So I'm actually holding a higher state of consciousness beyond the 3D. And I just want you to become familiar with this ability of holding this state of this higher consciousness and the sounds and the tweaking of your inner mind or the feeling that you have of this little tiny vortex on the center of your head, crown chakra. You find that you're becoming more familiar with the tones and the frequencies around you. I mean, it is a higher buzzing, but you're becoming familiar or resonating to it. And it feels comfortable, almost like you can roll your shoulders and just let it seep into your heart. And as your body is accepting and adapting and integrating the gentle peacefulness as you roll your shoulders. I don't know. For me, the languages just start pouring through. For you, it might be that you have these different visions or questions that you might ask. Show me a sign. You're here with me. I need to know. A spark of light is in me, in my mind. No thinking. If you start thinking, you're going to get a pain on the head or a tightness around the forehead and temples. Means you're going into your thinking mind and you want to just breathe in the sounds of the stillness and quietness around you again and start feeling the waves of the sounds around you. And your inner child is profoundly, peacefully listening and waiting on the next breath in to shift your body. Deep breath in, hold, slow breath out all the way down to the belly to your inner child. And as you're breathing out, I want you to send that energy into any area where you have a tightness or ache or worry or fear in your heart, in your mind. Breathe it out. Do that a couple times. And now you're working, or we say operating, of this light higher consciousness in the body by directing that essence that you've connected to. to heal the body, heal the mind, clear the body, clear the mind. And you can kind of feel it's getting stronger in your inner mind, or the back of the head is feeling heavy. That's just stuff coming down and coming off, exposing. But the spirit of the body of your inner child inside you that has been blocked with these thought forms or worries or concerns of fear, it just starts being filled with this overwhelming peacefulness of your own holy presence. It's not there. There's no worry. There's just this presence. It makes you almost want to cry because what is that I'm connected to? It's me. It's me. I'm connecting to my presence. I didn't know that presence, but it's in me. Okay, Adonai, your divine self of a soul being moves into oneness within your inner child. It just appears in a waveform of an essence of love, an essence of peace. Brings all the pieces that have been broken and parted away of your soul into your divine light reality. All comes together in your mind, in your inner child, and in your heart. And we're just peacefully, sacredly accepting this unknowing state of a power. It is a power. It's the last piece of the puzzle of who am I that's been just placed right here in the center of my heart. And this stillness connected me to this missing piece of who I am. And this stillness allows me to sustain this higher light consciousness around me and in me to hold this sacred connection in place inside my mind, inside my heart, inside my inner child. Ubaya to you to know that you are knowing, feeling connected. It's almost like you kind of visualize, this little child, maybe 3 or 4, walking over to you and handing you this little piece of this puzzle. And you're looking and you're taking that little piece of the puzzle out of the little baby's toddler's hand and saying, "What's that?" And they show it to you, like, "You take it." So you take it out of their little hand and you place it right here in your heart, and it fits. Feel the love of that little child's face. Feel the love and the softness of their hand. And as you're placing it, that was the missing piece, your soul connection to a higher light vibration a higher light or consciousness has just been placed inside your heart. It's a higher soul light connection. It's empowering you. You've ignited this puzzle, this light cord of consciousness of your higher soul into your body, conscious mind, spirit, and being through the love of your inner child who came along and handed you that secret, sacred piece or puzzle piece. It's in you now. You still have the tingling on your head and maybe tingling on your fingertips. But that higher essence of your soul connection, of a holy divinity, is breathing inside of you. Breathe it in. Feel the connection once more in your mind, in your heart, in your inner child. I'm just going to transmit a higher frequency into each and every one of you, wherever you are. I'm going to transmit these cords or strands of light intelligences. It's going to gather all the frequencies, all the energies to align your sacred vibration on top of your head. As I gather the electromagnetic pulse of this planet to move around in a higher essence. I'm asking to gather all the puzzle pieces that have been missing in strands of light intelligences to align to their minds, their hearts, their inner soul child of all bodies now. In the stillness, let them listen as I transmit these waveforms of their holy bandwidths, of their soul light, consciousness strands, and move into oneness within their hearts. Let the heartbeat receive this transmission of their light, conscious energy now. Breathe it in. Feel it. Accept it. Body is adapting. Mind is integrating. Oneness connects all consciousness through love, light, peace. Feel the peace in your belly. When the Anubhagaga Hadi Shidada, this holy peacefulness is generating a higher vibrational and telepathic mind to connect to these different octaves of light equations that you are hearing, feeling around you, inside you. Allowing you to move to a higher level of consciousness. To receive a new connection of a new vibration of masters of your other soul timelines. Breathe in the stillness that I am generating around me, around you, around all who are connecting to all that you are feeling. Breathe it in. And just be your me. Me is your mastery energy. That is all. You may open your eyes and come back in the room, and knowing that in the gentleness of a few minutes each day, especially in the early morning when you wake up or go to bed at night with perhaps many thought forms rumbling around in your mind, you can simply tap into the stillness in the room and the quietness of the house to connect. I've wanted to bring in this soul connection in this peacefulness that you find yourself unstable or uncertain, or in these different waveforms of energies that's moving around on the planet right now. everybody's kind of learning and listening, and there's so many new energies of transformational teachings out there, and so many different things to follow and watch and understand. But the reality is, are you connected? Are you at peace within your own inner body, inner mind? And are you bringing in all that you want in your life? Or is there still interruptive energies or thought forms? And they can all be dismantled through your higher soul light connection to a higher consciousness and to the essence of this divine presence of who you are in the stillness. And so when you just feel what I am transmitting, breathe it in. No thinking, just feeling. Connect. Integrate. Let it integrate and permeate into every cell of your being of this peaceful energy of oneness to a higher light consciousness. Let it permeate inside you, around you, above you, below you. And now that it's integrated, we begin the journey of operating. That's right. We want to start operating from this higher consciousness of a higher waveform of peace, of inner knowing, of being, of this light consciousness. We want to start operating. It is the all knowing mind, all seeing mind that breathes in this higher light that you're going to be attracting to yourself. When you build this essence of your higher presence around you, it can take a few minutes. You could do this standing in an elevator with your eyes closed. Feel, integrate, operate. Boom, the doors open and you're walking out of that elevator onto the floor and you're transmitting and operating of this light, of this peace, of this beingness. And off you go with whatever's going to come your way. It's going to be flowing in the peacefulness from your heart. Because the puzzle piece went right in here. It moved in, integrate, breathe it in, operate. That's how they show it for me for today. For you to have this replay and share this and ask many people to come on board. We're going to build this YouTube. Maybe it'll go to 1,000 people before we know it, just from sharing and sending it out to many people. Have a great week. We'll see you next Monday, because I'm going to tune in every Monday as you start bringing in your transmissions of your new energies to me that I will feel until next Monday. And then we'll bring more people in and we'll build a wheel of reality on this very network every Monday morning. So have a great week. Stay in the stillness for a minute. Get connected. Bye-bye. I'll see you soon. And we'll see you very, very, I guess it would be in the next week that I will be doing the Ask the Masters. And that's another free Zoom call. So go to my website, Nora Walks in Spirit, and tune in to Ask the Masters next week on Thursday. See you then. Bye-bye.